Let me get the tweet out. One second. Alright, this one is going to be pretty brief. My apologies if I don't get to all the comments. I don't really want to be on here. I thought about like how I was going to do this. Like I really don't feel like it. My chest literally hurts. I was like, do I scream? I don't even have the energy to scream for real. I don't want to bother my hotel neighbors with that. But let's get to the intro, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome once again to Postgame Pouting with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Pouting. I Hate Sean, and the Knicks. I don't even really know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. 104-98 to the Magic, and this game is just one of the most uninspiring things I've seen in quite some time. I really cut us a lot of slack in the first half. I hated the way we closed the quarter in the second quarter. You know, I thought the fact that we weren't hitting shots, but we were still kind of controlling the game for most of it was a positive sign. But I was also thrown off by the fact that we were controlling the game for most of the half and went into the half without a lead. So there was conflicting there, but I cut us some slack thinking we would come out, sharpen a couple of things we needed to sharpen, and then instead they just let go of the rope. Like, I don't get it, bro. They came out, like, listen, first of all, before we get into anything, I'm done being patient. I don't want to watch Evan Fournier play basketball anymore. I don't even not want him to start. I don't want to watch him play basketball. I'm good. I've had enough. Maybe at some point I want to see him again, but right now, there's no reason to. Absolutely no reason to. Through the last 8 games at this point, 8 games, all right? 8 games. We're 15 games into the season. So for over half of the season so far, Evan Fournier has been shooting damn near 20% from 3. It was 22%, and he shot 25% today. To go 1 for 4 and increase your 3-point percentage, sit down. Please. Because it's not like he's offering us anything else. On almost a nightly basis now, this guy has 5 points. We are, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching Alfred Payton territory at dangerous rates. Please put him away so I don't have to say mean things. Please. Because we dealt with it enough last year. 15 games is a large enough sample size. The last 8 games is a large enough sample size. We are getting nothing from him on a nightly basis. If you can't, tonight was the 3rd, 4th game in a row he didn't play in the 4th quarter? 5 of the last 6? No, 6 of the last 7. 6 of the last 7 games you haven't played during the 4th quarter. Why are you starting him? That's it. That's enough. 15 games is enough. We know now. I don't have to keep saying, I don't have to walk on eggshells and tiptoe. We know. 15 games, bro. That's more than enough. We are getting nothing from him. Move on. We are literally punting his minutes. We've got nothing positive out of Evan Fournier minutes for 8 games. 8 games. Nothing from Evan Fournier minutes. Nothing but humiliation and distress. And it's disgusting. That's enough. That's the first place. Emmanuel quickly needs to play 30 minutes a game. I'm no longer asking nicely. And it's very doable because Evan Fournier shouldn't be playing. And if he is playing, he should be in like a 15 to 20 minute a game bench role. It's enough. We're a better team when Emmanuel quickly is on the floor. He can run a nice two-man game with Julius. He moves well off the ball. You can put him on the ball. He was creating for guys. Let him do that. Please, lean into it. Lean into the very few things that are working right now. Obi Toppin needs to be on the floor. He was excellent tonight. Once again, Emmanuel quickly and Obi Toppin were excellent, and the New York Knicks lost. Same old song. And I'm tired of singing it. So increase the minutes of those guys. Maybe with the Obi thing, I don't know, Tibbs got something against it. It's a more difficult path to minute increasing. It's definitely not the case for Emmanuel quickly. He can play 30 minutes a game quite easily. Start him. No point. You don't have to start Fournier in the first and third quarter. You get nothing from him. In the first quarter, you get that ceremonial, maybe 1-3 per game, where it's like, okay, cool. Every single game. I didn't even realize until I saw the graphic today that he was shooting 22% over the last 7. Because every time he finally hits one, I try to convince myself that I'm tripping. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's going to get it going. That's it. I don't know why I've been thinking he's not doing shit lately. Clearly, he's making shots. Wrong. He's doing nothing. That's enough. Julius Randle was 4 for 11 from the field tonight. Julius Randle was 4 for 10 from 3 tonight. That's unacceptable. 4 for 10 from 3 is fine. That's 40%. Go ahead. Do what you do. He hit a couple. He hit a couple in the back-to-back. I think at one point he hit like 3 straight. So it was a rough night otherwise. But go to the basket. How do you only have one shot inside the three-point line? I don't know if it's a matter of trying to be like honestly, when he came back in the game down the stretch, I know what happened. Mitch going down. There's so many tangents. Mitch going down really hurt us. That was disappointing. That was upsetting, and it was literally painful. When Mitch got something, I just knew it, bro, because I was like, oh, this whole lineup that now Drew's gonna come in. I mean, Obi may come out at some point, whatever. But when Randle got back in the game, I feel like he was playing to not be the guy that came in and messed it up. I kind of projected it when he came in, and it's definitely what happened. He wasn't even necessarily looking at the basket. I like playing unselfish and fitting in with what's going on the floor, but he didn't want to come in with the lineup that was going well, where he only got in because of injury and come in and take some bad shots. And I get that line of thinking, but it hurt us. He wasn't even looking at the basket. And once again, I get why. It didn't do us any favors. Bro, the bench continues to be really good. Even on a night where they were, it was a slow night for them. They got it going, and once they got it going, it was beautiful. And part of the reason they got it going, Emmanuel quickly hit shots, and he was able to create for others. Honestly, a lot of the offense, especially when things aren't going well, needs to be give the ball to Emmanuel quickly and get out of the way. He's been very dynamic as a scorer. He's creating excellent shots for guys. He's been a great playmaker. I want to see him get more playmaking opportunities. So that leads me to shout out to Alec Burks, bro. Fantastic game tonight. I said a lot of things about Alec Burks. Not a lot of things about Alec Burks. I said a lot of things about Alec Burks' play. I'd like to make that as clear as possible. As clear as possible. I feel like we've done that before, but it's never about. I have no issue with Alec Burks. I love Alec Burks. When he was playing like shit or not doing anything, I'm going to speak on that. He's playing very well. I'm going to speak on that. That was huge. He hit a lot of big shots tonight. But I'm also going to take that into, I don't like Point Burks. I almost kind of, I love it when he hits big shots. But at the same time, a little bit of me cringes. Because then I know we are getting Point Burks the rest of the game. And Point Burks isn't really Point Burks. It's an Alec Burks high screen and roll. That's all it is. It's not Point Burks because he's not really looking to create for anybody else. He got a nice kick out to Obi in the corner, but that was a matter of, okay, I picked my dribble up, now there's nowhere to go. Either way, nice kick out. But he comes around, if somebody's going to take 12 threes, I'd like it to be Emmanuel quickly. As good as Alec Burks was tonight, as big of the shot as he was, he shot under 40%, and he shot 4 for 12 from 3. I would like for Quick to put up 12 threes, if that's what we're going to do. If we're going to have somebody coming off a high screen and rolls for Mitch, I would like it to be Emmanuel quickly. I feel like the offense is much more efficient that way. I like him taking that shot, and he's also going to get in the lane, get to the basket, and he's going to make some kickouts. I would like those possessions to go to him. Honestly, I don't like Point Burks. I never have. I tolerate it when he hits shots. But me tolerating it when you hit shots does not mean that you were good at running point. That means you were good at hitting. He hit some crazy shots today. I'm not taking away from those at all. But I don't like the fact that we start running the offense that way solely. Because then the movement stops. The movement, the continuity, all of that stops. When Emmanuel quickly has the ball one-on-one on the island, I literally, like today, I think it was Okiki that was on him. He backed up. Whenever he does that thing where he gets the ISO and backs up and clears it out, I literally, my chest started to hurt during this game. Once again, fanhood is a disease, but I definitely have it. We all do. But, like, literally, I felt like my chest released a little bit. Like, I felt myself breathe easier when he had the ball like that. I knew it was going to result in a bucket. Whether he blew by his man, whether he hit a step back, so he blew by Okiki, they had to bring some help. He stepped back out, swung it over to Obi. Obi swung it to the corner, three-pointer, Derrick Rose. That doesn't show up as an assist for Emmanuel quickly, but that bucket was 100% created by him. He creates a lot of buckets for himself and others. We need to lean into that. He needs to play 30 minutes a game, and he needs to have the ball in his hands. I would prefer for him that. I don't like that Alec Burks takes those creation opportunities away from him. I don't. But I love the way Alec Burks played tonight. That's not his fault. I'm not knocking him at all. I'm not trying to take away from his great game. But I don't think it helps the offense when we run the offense through him like that. When he's hot and he's hitting shots, great. But once the shots stopped falling and he was missing, he was still putting them up like they were going in. And we weren't running offense anywhere else. And then we get into that point where there's a minute and a half left in the game and now everybody's trying to save us. No, it's too late. It's too late. And that's part of the reason we got to stop wasting 20 minutes a night with Fournier on the floor. That's it. I want this to be the last time Evan Fournier plays 20 minutes for at least 2 weeks. It won't be, because we're going to do the same thing and put the same square peg in the same round hole. All right, my bad. I ranted for 12 minutes. Let's get to the comments. I'm not going to get through all of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm so sorry. Jamal says, Sean, I am so sorry. This team is horribly constructed the way it is. Honestly, bro, I don't even think the team is horribly constructed. I don't believe that. I spent the whole offseason saying we can win 50 games. I didn't stop believing that. Evan Fournier is ass right now, so that's taking away from him, but just stop playing him. You don't have to play guys that aren't doing shit. It's okay. If a dude shoots for 8 games, you shoot 20% from 3, and you're here to shoot threes, you might just have to sit down. It's not like an unfair thing. It's not a we hate you thing. Somebody's got to hit shots, and it's not you, bro. You're not that guy, pal. Not right now. Stay on the bench. Stay in the gym afterward. When your time comes, be ready. Next man up, right? When your time comes, be ready just like everybody else got to do. This should be Quentin Grimes' time. I feel like let him go try. Why not? I think he can give us 5 points a game. The whopping 5 points that we're receiving from Evan Fournier. I think Quentin Grimes can go out there and shoot 22% from 3. Why not? Because he paid Fournier? Because he's been in the league for however many years? What does that do? I don't think you can go back in this game at the end. We lost by 6, and they're like, well, gotta account for the $15 million for Fournier. That's another 4 points. All right, and then 9 years in the league, it's not worth anything. That doesn't mean shit. Sit him down. He's doing nothing. You should not be like, bro. Like, look. I'm working in production. It's a pretty smooth job. I don't really do a whole lot during the day. You feel me? Like some small tasks. If I sit there and do nothing all day, I might lose my job for 8 days. I can't, even in my job, I can't do nothing for 8 days. You can't come to work and do nothing for 8 days. I don't know where anybody works at. You might work here, you might work there, you work somewhere. I think that all of us, if we went into work 8 days straight and didn't do shit and made work harder for everybody else in the office, there might at least be a conversation. You might get sent home I don't know. I don't even know what to equate it to. In every different industry, that doesn't work. So why, in the NBA, are we supposed to just act like this shit is okay? I don't even want to. I'm already annoyed at the people on the timeline who are going to be like, oh, you guys want to hate the players, or oh, you guys are mad at the players, or oh, you guys are so fickle, or oh, you guys don't believe in players, you don't stick by the players. Shut the hell up. No, I don't stick by you if you shoot 22% for 8 games. I don't. Not if you're here to shoot threes. I still love Evan Fournier. He's a Knick. That's my guy. I rock with Evan Fournier. And because I rock with Evan Fournier, I would like to see him sit down. He's embarrassing himself right now. Mega Man said, "This show is straight up the only thing I have to look forward to regarding the Knicks anymore." Bro, that's an honor, but I hate it. I've never been so touched and so upset at the same time. Like, wow, I hate that. But thank you. But I'm sick. I didn't even want to do this, but it was just like, what am I going to do? Go on the timeline and be mad? So what? Let's do this, man. Let's get it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry they're doing. We're all going. I really feel like this was an agonizing loss, bro. This is legitimately agonizing. Like, my chest hurts. We got swept in the Garden by the Orlando Magic. The NBA season is almost a month old. Actually, almost a month old. The Orlando Magic have won 4 games. And 2 of them are against us in the Garden. That is so embarrassing, bro. My homie Sean Hood is a Magic fan. I keep looking at my watch and they keep saying Sean Hood. I don't even want to read the messages. My Heat fan friends are talking. I see in the group chat, Postgame Pouting is going to be lit tonight. Bro, that's sick. But whatever, they get to say it because it's embarrassing. This is literally embarrassing, bro. And we deserve better. That's a damn shame. Something has to give. You can't keep coming out here and doing the same shit. Honestly, I was going to leave him alone because toward the end he did better with it. But that was after being left with no choice. Tibbs' rotations are getting out of hand. You can't keep doing the square peg round hole thing is not working, bro. In the second half, we came out so flat. So flat. The offense had nothing going. They were going on a run. They were building a bigger lead. And I think all of us were thinking it. I know I tweeted it. Somebody else was like, I just tweeted the same thing. It was like, yo, he should make early subs tonight. And as I tweeted it, I knew that it wouldn't happen. But I was like, man, maybe I'll see it. Because at one point I was like, I saw the bench out there. I saw Rose, IQ, RJ, Obi, and Taj. And I was like, wow, I would love to see Mitch with this lineup. Like, put him out there. And then Mitch got up off the bench, like, right away and started going to the scores table. And I was like, oh, shit. Good shit, Tibbs. So I was hoping the same thing would happen. What happens? He waits until there's 7 minutes left in the quarter. That's 5 minutes into the quarter. 5 minutes of futility, by the way. Just nothing but futility for 5 minutes. His lone sub is Taj Gibson for Mitchell Robinson, who was playing really well. Mitch had a really good game tonight. So at the time, Mitch was playing really well, and his only sub was Taj Gibson for Mitch. So it's like everything else out there, Mitch is the only thing that's really going right, but take him out and leave everything else out there that's going wrong. Evan Fournier has done nothing but collect cardio and a check for 3 weeks. That's it. But he's got to stay in the game for some reason. We got to waste time getting the man quickly back on the floor because Evan Fournier hasn't got enough steps in on his Apple Watch yet. It's ridiculous. Make an adjustment. We shouldn't have to wait, bro. We waited till the game 3 of the playoffs last year to do the same thing that we all knew we had to do all year. And all year I heard the same thing. Oh, blah, blah, Tibbs knows best. You guys think you're an NBA coach. You think you know better than them. But shut up. Expletives. Oh. Dia said, this is atrocious. Atrocious is an understatement, Dia. This was awful, bro. This was so bad. Hold on. The Knicks being ass makes me hot. I never had to take my hoodie off in post-game prosperity. Go figure. Timo said, these players have no shame. They have no pride. No pride. No, this was a prideless performance. Finding a way to lose to the Orlando Magic at home in front of your fans twice is prideless. And the first game, it's like, okay, maybe it's a trap game. We got off to a solid start. We're feeling ourselves riding high. We come home, first loss of the year. Let's learn from this. That's what we said. And we let them get away with that shit. I was right there with it. First, this happened. Don't make a habit of it. Learn from it. Move on, right? Every lesson starts with an L, blah, 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 blah. We've got enough. We've got a full curriculum now of lessons. It's okay. Start winning the games. That's it. This is not a lesson anymore. We have more than enough lessons. This is a lack of pride. Plain and simple. There's no way. This game should have been circled. From before anything else. Take away the fact that we're under 500 at home. Take away the fact that we've been losing games to teams we should not have lost to. Take away the fact that we're now struggling to stay above 500 damn near since the night we lost to the Magic. And it kept us from going 3-0, and we lost the game at home in the fourth quarter to a team that we beat by 30 in their building the night before. This game should have been circled. There is no way. No way, bro. I'm sorry. I don't even like losing games, and I don't even like losing pickup games to people I don't feel like should beat me. And you did this in front of the world? That's disgusting. Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh. Jamal said Fournier needs to be benched, and I'm one more horrible effort away from saying we need to trade Julius. All right, let's relax on the trade Julius thing. Very weird though to be 4 for 10 from 3 and 4 for 11 from the field. I don't know what tonight was about. I have no idea. I don't understand. But let's relax on the trade Julius. Fournier though, yes, glue him to the bench. I legitimately don't want to see him play basketball for a little bit. I feel like I've earned that. But what I've had to watch him do for the past couple weeks, I've earned not watching him play for a couple weeks. I normally try to be gradual with it. I'm realistic, okay? It's not going to happen right away like this. This is going to happen first, have him come off the bench, have his starter minutes go down. No. There's no point of doing that. There's no point of starting a guy and playing him less minutes because he's not performing well. Because if he's not performing well and there's people you need to have on the floor over him, he shouldn't be starting. Plain and simple. That's just how that works. That's the only thing that makes sense. Nothing else actually makes sense with that for real. Like, we don't have to play politics. We don't have to beat around the bush. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I know that we're also, you got to do that. No. If you're not playing well, and it's 15 games into the season, and our last positive memory of you is from the first game of the year, sit down. Oh. Jiggy John said, I'm convinced Tibbs hates Obi. I'm convinced Tibbs hates Obi. I'm convinced Tibbs hates me. I just don't understand. I don't. This is literally a career game for Obi Toppin. And he couldn't crack 20 minutes. With Nerlens Noel injured. And Mitch going down the stretch. Obi Toppin somehow still didn't play 20 minutes tonight. On a night where Julius Randle took one shot inside the three-point line, Nerlens Noel didn't play at all, Mitch got hurt early. What are we doing? And when are we going to stop doing it? Please. Like, I'm begging. I'm literally I'm begging, bro. Once again, this is not an angry post-game show. This is a desperate post-game show. Please. Post-game pouting, post-game prayer, like whatever. Please, bro. Please. Literally begging. Do the simple, make the simple tweaks. Derek said, we're almost 1/5 of the way through the season. I think we know who this team is. Vegas was probably right and will be a fringe playoff team. Bro, I still can't be there. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm tripping, bro. Because we've lost to the Orlando Magic at home twice. So who are we? Maybe that's who we are for real. I don't know. Maybe I'm foolish. Maybe I drank my own Kool-Aid. Maybe I was too excited. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I would like to try anything else. I would like to see anybody but Fournier. I would rather start Deuce McBride next game, and he played a G League game today. I'd rather start him than Fournier. And I'm not even joking like I wish I was. I'm not joking. Please, start Emmanuel quickly and give Grimes some minutes off the bench. Don't play Fournier at all. And I understand that's not realistic, so start Emmanuel quickly and give Evan Fournier bench minutes. Please. I feel like that's a fair compromise. But there is no way that I should see number 13 trotting out there for a tip-off ever again for the foreseeable future. Mega Man said, why take Obi out? I said if Obi, before Mitch went down, and Obi was playing as well as he was playing, there were 5-6 minutes left. I said, if Obi is taken out of this game, I'm on the next flight. And I really meant that. I would have wanted all smoke. I would have been there. I really would have booked a flight, for sure. I'm not as mad about the way this went down. Mitch came out. That hurt us really badly. That made me so sad, and I really hope he's okay, man. I need him to stay healthy. It's killing me. But Mitch came out, and then we had Julius and Obi. Excuse me. And with about 2 minutes left in the game, when I saw Derrick Rose go to the scorer's table, I knew it was for Obi. and it was upsetting. But it's like, okay, I got why he was leaving Alec Burks out there. I got why he was leaving the man quickly. I got why he was leaving, RJ. I wouldn't want him to take him out. And I get why he felt to leave Julius on the floor, especially since Obi hadn't scored in a couple minutes. Like, it's not like he took him out in the height of him doing what he was doing. And, you think in a game where you just put Julius back in like that, I guess he didn't want to pull him. You might need a big bucket down the line, whatever. But then Julius was playing really passive and tentative. I'm not that mad about him taking Obi out there. I was disappointed by it, but I wasn't mad. There's a difference. I would have preferred for him not to do it, but at least I can see what went into it, and I'm not exactly like that. If something makes sense, I can live with it. I can live with things that make sense. I'm very logic-based, which is why I get so upset when I feel like it just doesn't make sense. I'm very logic-based. Logic is the first thing I look for when I step in the room. That's it. So if I can't find that, it's going to be twice as exasperating to deal with what we're dealing with. Jonathan Blair said, I don't get why the starters all suck. Like every single one of them. Evan Fournier is trash. Or playing like trash. Kemba Walker was not good or special today. RJ has been really rough with the jumper, bro. Really rough. It's crazy because he played a very good game otherwise. But it's so rough with the jumper. That's got to fall. He's got to get back to hitting jumpers, bro. It's killing me. He shot 40% from three last year. And, he looked sharp shooting some of them. Even at points this year, shooting off the dribble and things like that. I need him to get that back, bro. It's really killing me, and it's killing his three-point percentage, and it's just all of it is hurting. I need it to stop. I need him to start hitting jumpers. I need it to start happening very soon. Julius, once again, I don't know how Julius Randle goes 4 for 10 from 3 and is only 4 for 11 from the field. I don't know how you only have one shot attempt inside the three-point line, bro. I don't get it. What is going on? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And not even who do you think you are in terms of you can't shoot, so you shouldn't be doing that. Who do you think you are as in you're just chugging. That's not you. You're chugging, you're not getting to the rack, you're not... What? He was out there playing like Andre Bargnani. Oh, I hate that name. I hate that I just said that. Ugh. But it is what it is. Boom. Jamal said, notice how Obi saves the game, then unnamed comes back in and we play flat. I'm going to just skip that comment, bro. And it's not your fault. I just don't want to say anything about it. I don't know. It's a little bit of a reach, but it's also not fully a reach. And you also wouldn't have said it if it's not something that's been happening recently. It's one thing when it's a one-off and it's nah, that wasn't the case. But it's just when it lines up, the statistics. Statistical variance or whatever the term is, whatever. I don't want to look stupid on here. But, there's terms for it. All of that. It's abundantly clear. Boom, Mega Man said, did Obi do something to Tibbs? What is it, bro? Don't know why my man can't crack 20 minutes even on a career night. Not sure. Not sure what it's going to take. Not sure what he has to do. Not sure where we go from here, but I need something to give, please. Boom, Jamal said, every time Tibbs subs Obi out, it's a hate crime. I agree. Hateful to us. Timo said, why did Obi get subbed out? I hate it. We're all there. Anthony said, Obi, we're all there. The Garden's all there. They're chanting Obi. They're chanting Obi. They're not chanting Obi for no reason. They're chanting Obi because of performances. They're chanting Obi because he's really galvanizing the team when he's on the floor. They're chanting Obi because he's blocked 8 jump shots this year already. They're chanting Obi because he's playing really well. And for some reason, he can't crack 20 minutes in a basketball game. With your backup big out. So again, I ask, because I'd really like to know, what are we doing? Ed said, Tibbs won't play Obi and Randle together because of rim protection. but plays Randle at the 5 and RJ at the 4. Tibbs keeps lying to us. Easy way to lose us. Hey, yo, Ed. That was loud. That was very loud. That's a point. We're seeing Julius at the 5, RJ at the 4, but we can't see Julius Obi because of rim protection. Is it Uchi Wally or is it one mic? I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Diaz said, Obi is dead ass better than Randle. I would be happy if they switched their minutes. Diaz, that's a strong statement. I am enjoying Obi Toppin's minutes more than I am enjoying Julius Randle's. Obi Toppin's energy has been undeniably better than Julius Randle's. When making definitive statements, I choose my words clearly, and I will stand on those last two. I don't know about, I'll leave it there. Vito said, unleash Obi and IQ, bro. It's time. It's time. Stop playing, bro. Please. Stop. This is it's too much. The season is long, but it's not long enough for this. It's not a long enough season for this. And I needed to stop. I need us to do the right thing. Please, come on. Help us. Help us. Boom, boom. Jamal said, I have little to no faith in this team right now. I don't blame you, bro. How can you have faith when they allowed the Orlando Magic to walk in here for the second time in a month and beat us at home? How can we have faith? We were 11.5-point favorites on the spread tonight and lost. How embarrassing. Literally. That is ridiculous. You can't even bet on them. It's embarrassing, bro. All right. Boom, boom. Derek said, I hated the move by Tibbs, but I feel even with that boneheaded move, we should win regardless. No excuses. Agreed, Derek. We should have pulled that game out regardless. Eric said, 3-point D is horrible. What did the Magic shoot from 3 tonight? That? I don't even, I don't know, bro. Even when you give up 104 points, you should win that game. Why are we scoring under 100 against the Orlando Magic? I'm not even really, I'm honestly not tripping about the defense today. I'm not. That's not my issue. Why are we scoring 98 points against the Orlando Magic? You know why? Because we have 20 minutes of the game, and very crucial minutes of the game, started the game and started the second half. After we come out, you didn't close the second quarter well, then you came out and started the third quarter terribly. Now you're in a hole against the Orlando Magic for no reason, for a game that you were in control of for the first, 25 minutes of. Or 23 minutes of, my bad. Now you're in a hole. And it's because you're playing a guy who's done nothing for 2.5 weeks. Garden Crowd needs to start booing every time Obi and IQ get subbed out. Honestly, I'm at the point we need to start booing when we get to 3 minutes left in the quarter and neither one of them is in the game. Boo from there. Just start booing. Boo every time they get subbed out. Boo in the second half when we run with the starters the whole time, even though they scored 3 points in the first 6 minutes. Boo. Please. Matter of fact, I'll catch a flight up there and do some booing myself. That's how I'm feeling. Oh. Sean, what's good, Sean? IDK, who I need to be mad at. I was ready to come in here and praise Burks, but I'm tighted quickly for that pass. The pass to RJ that got stolen. I didn't like that. I hated that. I hated it. I did. But I mean, he played great. He was great. He created great opportunities. He had great shots. It was a bad pass. It got jumped in the passing lane. I'm not gonna kill him for that. That's not why we lost the game, like at all. I mean, that pass, it was unfortunate. It was bad timing, but it happens. Especially, it doesn't outweigh the good he did in this game at all. Excuse me. Neil says starters must be better. Period. Artist got to hit a jumper. Julius has to take something other than a jumper. Evan Fournier has to sit down. Mega Man said, take the night off, Sean. You don't got to do these things for us, bro. Hey, man, we do it for each other. Y'all don't hear too. Like, we all hated this game. We all aren't feeling well. We all probably want to think about everything but the Knicks right now. But, you could have been anywhere in the world. Look where you ended up, man. Shout out to y'all, for real. So, I mean, I appreciate that. At TKW, we appreciate that. Like, nights like tonight, I need y'all more than ever. So, whew. Sean Irwin said, minus 21 for our franchise player. Gotta love it. Damn, that was Julius? Hold up. Nah, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, bro. Whoa. Oh, that's gross. Like, I know plus and minuses and everything. It's not. It's not everything. But it is something. And it's not one of those nights where the entire starting lineup has a minus 21 either. Or where anybody else has anything near a minus 21. So that's when it's something more. You can't be the only guy that's minus 20. That's not okay. RJ Barrett. 34 minutes. Means he was on the floor for the majority of the game. Let me see, hold up. Outside of Cole Anthony, who was plus 4, RJ Barrett played the most minutes and was minus 2. So the whole night couldn't have been that bad because RJ was on the floor for most of it and it was minus 2. Mitchell Robinson, 30 minutes, plus 8. Was great. Had a great game tonight. Kemba Walker, minus 3 in 20 minutes. Evan Fournier, minus 1 in 20 minutes. Even though we punted those 20 minutes, that's not reflective enough of his play tonight. He was awful. Then you got D Rose is minus 11 in 19 minutes. Outside of that, Julius Randle's minus 21 in his 32 minutes is extremely loud and extremely disgusting. That's a sore thumb with a fungus on it. That's gross. That's gross. Thank you for pointing that out, bro. That's disgusting. Yuck. It stinks in here. Where'd the Blue Ivy? Eric said Cole Anthony hitting that 3-pointer at the buzzer worried me. Yeah, man, I didn't like it either because it was really nice to see him struggle all night and then he got some confidence going into the half and took the lead from us in the process. Really bad. Boom. Nick, very well said, because there's not much more to say, bro. It's the same thing that keeps happening. We keep losing the same way. It's the same comments every game. This is getting very, oh my goodness, bro. We were 5-1. Five and 1 first in the Eastern Conference. We had just knocked out the Bulls who were undefeated. Yet the Magic at home twice. Come on, son. What are we doing? All right, I'm going to start speeding these up because I want to get through as many as possible. Shout out to y'all for being in here, man. We 40 minutes in on a horrible night, and there's 49 people in here right now. That's dope. Boom. Dia said that RJ needs to get out from this shooting slump. His mid-ranges and threes need to get in. Bro, the shooting slump is killing me, man. Literally, physically paining me at this point. It would have been a solid, he was 17, 9, and 5 tonight. He was hitting the boards with a vengeance. He played solid defense. If a couple of those jumpers go in, that's a huge game. But, damn it, man. Please, RJ. Please. The bench can't clutch up every game. Yeah, the fact that we're depending on our bench to save the day on a nightly basis is really bad. That's not how basketball is supposed to go. The bench is supposed to sustain leads. The bench is supposed to, build leads, maybe bring you back a little bit into a game. They're not supposed to save the game every game. Start the bench, bro. Start the bench, but whatever you do, don't start Evan Fournier. Please, bro. I don't need to see it again. I don't. Somebody send this to tip. Like, let's be as loud as possible. I don't know. Clip it, whatever. Write it down. As many of us say it as possible. Dear Tom Thibodeau, please stop starting Evan Fournier. It's been 8 games of him shooting barely over 20% from 3. He's giving us absolutely nothing on a nightly basis. He's not a plus defender. He's not creating shots for others. He's giving us absolutely nothing way too often. Please stop starting him. We've had enough. Give somebody else an opportunity. Nobody else can possibly do any worse. So please. Nick said we're all a broken record at this point. That's facts. Pantsy Play said Julius 0 shots in the last 5 minutes. Since when was he holding back? I'm telling you, bro, he was trying not to come in and... So I get it mentally, but it doesn't do us any good. Timo said we are so bad in the third, it's unbelievable. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sean Irwin said the Magic are our dads. It's effing ridiculous. Magic fans can say whatever they want to me, and that's disgusting. Orlando Magic fans, bro. Ugh. Yuck. I hope they didn't tweet Bing Bong again. Boom, boom. Alright, man. I'm not going to get to all these, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Look, man, we know what it is. Evan Fournier's ass, or is playing like ass. He needs to stop playing. Don't want to see him start anymore. Julius Randle has to be more aggressive. Like, that doesn't just mean throwing up 3-pointers. No, we should not be chucking threes like that. There should never be a game where Julius Randle only shoots 1 shot inside the paint. Yeah. Can you move that conversation to the hallway or something? I'm sorry. I'm trying to wrap this up. Julius Randle should never ever shoot only 1 shot inside the 3-point line. Like that shouldn't be a thing. He's not Davis Bertans, bro. Like, get to the basket, put the ball on the floor, create something, make something happen. I really hope Mitchell Robinson is healthy and okay. Emmanuel quickly needs to play 30 minutes a game. I'm not asking nicely anymore. I'm not trying to gradually go up. I'm not going, 20 minutes, 25. No, play him 30 minutes a game. This is year 2. It's not a rookie year where you're trying to, manage this and blah, blah, blah. No. Play the players that make you the best team. Plain and simple. You shouldn't be playing a guy 23 minutes a game when on a nightly basis you're asking him to come in and save the game. Obi Toppin should be able to crack 20 minutes, especially on a career night. These are very simple fixes, and you wouldn't have to make them if we weren't losing to teams like the Orlando Magic twice at home. We're treading water at 500. Unacceptable. Try something else. There are very loud things that aren't working. Make those small tweaks and see what happens from there. But to keep shoving this square peg into this round hole is exasperating, and I really don't want to keep dealing with it. I personally am tired of repeating myself. And all I do is evaluate what happened. So I can only imagine how tired you should be of doing the same thing over and over again. Alright, man. It's been a pleasure. I really love you guys. Thanks for rocking on a horrible night after a horrible loss where I know all of our chests were hurting because this was literally agonizing. But you guys still rocked it in here. You could have been anywhere in the world, and this is where you stuck it out at. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. We appreciate you at TKW. And hopefully the Knicks show us all some appreciation. But until next time, everybody cool off. Let your blood pressure go down. Drink some water. And, stay away from Knicks content for a few hours. Like, we deserve a cleanse. This is disgusting. It stinks in here. Have a good night, guys. Love y'all. From the bottom of my heart. Run off. Things are said at the end. Much love, man, for real. Magic tweeted Bing Bong. That's so corny, bro. They so corny. But they get to be corny because they keep kicking our asses.